The thing that actually changed my life was doing less. That's annoying, I know. So here's something that's probably going to irritate you. The biggest change in my life didn't come from doing more. It came from doing less. Less goals, less hype, less motivation, less this time I'm serious, less pretending that Monday is some kind of personality trait, which is deeply inconvenient because doing more feels productive. Doing less feels like you're slacking and your ego hates it. Mine definitely did. I felt like I should be doing more. But here's why doing more is keeping you starting over. Let me guess. You don't lack ambition. You lack follow through. You love a fresh plan. You love a clean notebook. You love the idea of the version of you that doesn't mess about. And I'm laughing when I say that because this just sounds like the version of me from before. You just don't love being him on a random Tuesday when you're tired, annoyed, and questioning all your life choices and why you're not where you think you should be. So you do this instead. You set massive goals. You add 10 new habits to your life. You smash it out of the park for 5 days. Then miss 2. Then you spiral. Then you bin the whole thing. Then you tell yourself that soon you'll reset properly and you repeat that cycle until death. That's not discipline. That's self-sabotage dressed up with productivity and a podcast playing in the background. So here's the moment that I realised that I knew I was talking shit to myself, because there was a long period where I was constantly, quote unquote, working on myself, training hard one week, gone the next, reading loads, then nothing, plans, but zero execution. And from the outside, I looked busy, but inside, I felt like a bloke who owned a lot of gym clothes, but not much self-respect, and half-filled notebooks I had as well. So the more I tried to fix myself, the worse I actually felt. And eventually, I had to admit something uncomfortable. I wasn't failing because I was broken. I was failing because I kept building my life around the version of me who wakes up motivated, rested, and inspired. And that man doesn't exist. And if he does, he doesn't live here, not in this head, not in this body, because life's tiring. It gets you down and drains you. So here's the boring question that changed everything. Instead of asking myself, how much can I do? I started asking myself, what's the least I can do every single day, consistently, and never miss a day without having a meltdown? It's not inspiring, it's not impressive, it's definitely not Instagrammable, but it's honest. I stopped chasing the perfect routine, and I picked a simple one. Train the body, even if it's short and annoying and doesn't feel optimised. Do the mental work, even if it's basic and unsexy. Same rules. Daily non-negotiating like it's a hostage negotiation. That's it. No miracle mornings, no 12-step identity overhaul, no suddenly going into monk mode. Just something that I could still do when life was loud and I didn't really feel like I could be bothered, which as it turns out is most days. And that's why this works, and it's exactly why you've been ignoring it. Because your nervous system does not care about your vision board. It cares whether you're reliable. And every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you don't, your body logs it quietly. No drama, just a little note to yourself. And after a while it goes, right, we don't listen to this man anymore. And that's where the overwhelm and the anxiety creeps in. That's where confidence collapses, and that's where you start feeling permanently behind, even when nothing is technically wrong. Because when I stopped over-promising and started under-committing, my self-trust came back. Not overnight, no lightning bolt, just slowly, annoyingly, but effectively, which is how most things actually tend to happen in reality. But here's the bit that most men don't want to hear, and you probably won't want to hear it right now. Confidence isn't something that you think your way into. You don't just wake up confident because you watched the right video or listened to the right podcast. You wake up confident because your body knows. He does what he says he's going to do, even when he doesn't feel like it. That's it. No affirmations, no shouting in the mirror, no pretending you're that guy while secretly knowing deep down that you're not. Because confidence is a receipt. It's not a mood. Here's why I stopped selling transformation. I don't sell transformation anymore because most men don't need to become somebody new, to transform into someone new. They just need to stop sabotaging the person that they already are. So we focus on stabilization. Boring word, powerful outcome. Because once a man's stable, the growth takes care of itself, and until then, it's just cycles of hype and cycles of disappointment. So here's the counterintuitive truth that you've been dodging all this time. The men who change their lives fastest aren't the most intense. They're usually the most boring. They train when it's inconvenient. They do the basics. They don't negotiate with themselves like it's some kind of debate club. And they don't restart every time they've had a bad week. Because after a while, people call themselves disciplined or lucky or different. They're not. They just stopped quitting quietly. So if this is hitting home right in your chest and you feel it resonating, here's why. If you're listening to this and you're feeling slightly uncomfortable, that feeling is not because you're lazy. You're just uncontained. And chaos always beats willpower. That's why I built the free system that I use myself and I use with my private clients. The link's in the description for free. Go download it. It doesn't hype you up. It boxes you in a good way. So if you want it, click the link in the description or comment the word blueprint and I'll send it through. Or message me on any of the social platforms, blueprint, and I'll send it through. No pressure, no big speech, no sales pitch, no pretending this will just magically fix your life in a week. It's a simple framework that works even when you're tired, busy, or just fed up with everything. Because we all get like that. Because doing less done properly will take you way further than doing everything badly ever will. And if we're honest, you already know that. So I'll see you in the next video. But like I say, don't bother clicking on the next video if you're not going to download the free blueprint. It's changed my life and so many of my clients' lives. The link's in the description. It's free. I want you to experience what it's like when your life just compounds day after day. It gets better and better and better. And everything's feeding into each other. It's beautiful.